18th May 1980, morning talk continued.
Powers, amazing powers, it has, with consciousness. Don't try to investigate that. Understand the principle and transcend it. If you investigate how it has got the powers, etc., you will be lost.
त्यांना म्हणून संस्कारला जे निवडणूक आणि जर चौकशी करून ते खोलून काढलेला आहे तो काय करतो त्यामुळे चौकशी पूर्ण करून ते आणलेला लग्नात तुम्ही त्यांच्या निवडणूक
It is by all means to be devoted and be loyal to Rajni. Because whatever conclusions he has drawn and whatever concept he has developed, he has developed only after deep study of this time or the spiritual.
तुझं सोनं पडलेलं आहे त्याचा मृगम त्याच्यावर काय तुला त्याचा हप्ता या जातीचा एखादा त्यासाठी खूप चमत्कार त्यांना मुंबईचा सोहळा आहे ना जनावरांना
For any cat, rat or bird or animal, if suppose a piece of gold is lying on the ground, they have no value for that. At the most they will put that droppings on the gold. That is the value for that. But man is after all this, not only gold, he wants to have power for doing some miracles also. It's only this human being who is after this power.
जनावर सुवर्णावर रस्त्यात असतात तो ते पुष्प करून बनवायचे
That is, he puts the droppings on the piece of gold. Similarly, rare jnani and choose the entire world and transcend this to stabilize his eternity.
पाळणार म्हणजे काय केलं असेल तर तुमचा मनातच राहिला म्हणजे नांदच आहे तुमच्यावरच आहे झालं तुम्ही वळा लावलं
Whatever you might do, either worldly or spiritual, it will either dwell in your mind or in your consciousness. But everything will depart with the consciousness and with the mind. Nothing will remain with you. Because you are apart from consciousness, you are different from consciousness.
The eternal state, for me to understand it, it will take a long time for me to understand. Start with
You must have heard intelligence.
No, I don't want to understand it by through words. I don't want to understand it, but as it is, my daily, day-to-day things, to be the thing, how to treat with happiness and the sorrow, alike.
असायला मला कठीण जाणार आहे इतक्या लोक मला जमणार नाही कारण मला सगळी इतकी उत्सव धंदेवर मला करायची असते
करायला तुम्हाला ते करायचं महायोगी जब जब कुठे जाऊ शकत नाही तू कसं तुला आवडते तू करायचं
whatever you like in your daily chores, whatever you are doing, by all means you do it. Even if those Mahayogis, in spite of their penance and asanas, etc., they could not reach that state. Normal one, क्या दीजिए
करत नाही.
If there is nobody obstructs you, you carry on your normal duty.
It is giving me both sorrow and happiness. How to see when happiness comes, I dwell in that. When sorrow comes, I become completely upset.
तू कसं राहावं हे त्याला पाहिजे.
जाणीव वापरून घे. जाणीव जाणं तोपर्यंत सुखासुखाचा अनुभव येणार तुला.
When you have the touch of I amness, you know you are. When you have touch of beingness, this experience of pleasure and pain is bound to it. That's what he said, don't use beingness. You follow beingness, I am, the feeling of I am, consciousness. I am next feeling, without word. He says, don't employ that, that's what he said. You ask questions.
राजकारण होते. या समाजात असणार आणि आहे अशा तर तुझा आत्माबरोबर काही ज्ञान ज्ञान आहे त्याच्यातच म्हणजे तो तुला हे सगळं ओळून बनवून तुला हमला मुद्दा जाग होत कोण समाजतो आहे. त्याच्यात नाही हो.
You are this, you are, you know you are. That is what we call consciousness, beingness, touch of I am. That means you are. That you are, that maybe you are principle, carries out all your normal duties, evacuation, going to toilet, urination, hunger, everything. That principle is carrying out. He says, you have now, you be one with that principle. You be most friendly, be devoted to that principle only. I am. Be that. Then that itself will solve all your problems. That itself is Atman of this. ते आत्मन किंवा जाणी हे जास्त सांगितलं बरोबर.
तो बसण्याचं ज्याच्याबरोबर चर्चा आहे ते
You know you are sitting here. With what you know you are sitting here? You know you are sitting here.
The consciousness, the time,
With what you know you are?
my consciousness.
हो माझ्या जाणीवेमुळे.
तुला बघ
Worship that
त्याला
one,
गुरु पण त्याला देव पण त्याला ब्रह्म पण
all that
त्याचे
very
चरण त्यांचे चरण बघ.
all that very consciousness as Brahman, all that Guru, all that Ishvara, all at the feet of that consciousness.
ते म्हणजे महात्मा झाले आपल्या जाणीवेची सेवा करून जाणीव प्रसन्न करून झालेलं आहे.
Many persons have become great sages, not by like Mahatma. Why? Because they worship their consciousness, their beingness. They became one with their beingness.
निजात्माच्या प्रसन्नाशिवाय महात्मा कोणी एवढू शकत नाही.
With that worshiping their own beingness. Their Nijatma, their own self, the self is beingness. God pleased with that. Because they propitiate, they are friendly with that. They worship that. That's why that self was pleased with that. That's why this person became Mahatma.
But this awareness of this consciousness, always it is not that it comes only for when the real sorrow comes, this consciousness completely then I completely. So the awareness of my consciousness will solve my problem. That's what Maharaj.
Not awareness, it is worship itself. To that worship.
It's doesn't always be there.
ही जाणीवबद्दलची जाणीव फार वेळ पण टिकत नाही. आपण ते सांगितलं. So what is it? You say
Only because that awareness is not there, then I dwell in this the lower level of this.
जेव्हा जाणीवेबद्दल जागरूक नसतो तेव्हा मी खालच्या दर्जात खाली सगळं वावरत असतो. So बनायचं बाहेर. So what is your problem?
How to be always conscious of that?
जाणीवेबद्दल नेहमी जागरूक कसा असतो? जागा असणार कुठे जाणीवेश्वर जागा आहे काय? Without your consciousness, can you have that what you call awareness? We don't use the word awareness. Awareness is for that. Without your consciousness, you cannot be conscious of consciousness also. Because your consciousness is in that waking state, it's alert. That's why you know. Because your consciousness walks about, you feel you are walking about. The motive force is consciousness. Nevertheless, you see the habits of the parents don't change. That process does not change. Everything has changed. Between language, everything changes. It's a good thing. It's very good. But confidence is your level, right? To what extent did you reach him?
The attempt I am at present making is exactly what Maharaj was saying. Instead of worshipping what I am seeing, I am trying to retain that consciousness of being always following my trying to always be aware of my thoughts, so which reduces it. But only thing is I am still studying the initial stages of understanding.
आपण सांगितलं what is going to happen when you witness the thought?
When I witness it, it disappears.
You say understand the witness. That witness is the thought flow. That witness is different from the thought. So whatever is not a witness, don't worry about that. You different to that. Stay put in the witness only. How did it happen to be here?
Maharaj put so many people. My father also would come here sometime back. Maharaj took the first volume of
And that's the Pahila Baba.
about Maharaj was to Australian family staying at the hills of Nivaranpur.
So he has the smartness of the thought. लोकांना कानामध्ये घालणे बघणार नको बघणार तेव्हा तयार झाला बघणार करू नको वाईट तर होऊ नये नाही whatever project you have undertaken, it is carried out. Doesn't matter whether it meets with success or otherwise. If it is otherwise also, don't worry about it. But don't proclaim it. Mumbai को आया बच्चे दूसरे को ओगलत कर दिया इस बात 7 वर्ष मुंबई Oh, Maharaj was born in Arab Delhi. All 3 years. Then he said 3 or 4 years. He was born here, 20 years he was in Kolkata, 4 years in Mumbai. No, and then 20 years in Kolkata, 60 years here.
सगळे जोडले सगळे जोडले
The person who is born in Arab Gully, stayed in Konkan, in his native place, and 60th in Khethari lane number 10, all his relatives are now foreigners.
तुमचा म्हणतो येत होतो
I could hardly read Marathi and write. And now all these great scholars are coming here and sitting into silence, stunned.
आपलं तो काय नाव
All things. All things. All the Edward things.
Today morning talk, early morning talk. Like to get some thought. Something makes faith. You call all pervading without any guna itself. No further philosophy. Is it true? It is everywhere here in the whole world. Now in the whole Brahmanda. Am I correct?
ब्रह्मांड त्याच्या का बघा हे ब्रह्मांड अनुभव आहे तुझ्या झाडच्यामध्ये किती किंमत आहे त्याचा पेशीमध्ये निर्मित होतो
Atom contained Brahman. In the cell of the Brahmandas are there. Not one Brahman, millions of Brahmandas. Millions of cosmos dwell in that knowledge.
दोन जगात तुला प्रसिद्ध आहे त्याला झोपले जग म्हणतो तुला पण जग म्हणतो तर कशाचं दिसतो
At least you are aware of two worlds. One is your dream world and another is your waking world. So what do you see this? They are contained in what? In the touch of your being machine.
हे जर त्याचं ब्रह्माही आपल्याला दिसतं हे पण तसंच आहे हे त्याने ओळखलं पण त्याचं कमी करतो त्याचा साक्षी
The one who realizes that his waking world or the dream world dwell in the Brahma aperture, that knowingness I am. He transcends this Brahma aperture, he transcends the beingness and abides in the true eternal state.
तुम्ही परमार्थी झाला तर मग कोण निवृत्त पाहिजे म्हणून आमच्या भेटी झाली कोण आपला चरित्र जब झाला कुटुंब व्यक्ती आहे
He says, what is your ambition in being a spiritual speaker? You are looked after well in this world. To take care of your daily life. That is the maximum we expect out of spiritual.
परमार्थी आपला चरित्र जीवन ग्रुप आला त्यामुळे काय मागितलं
The prayers of all the so-called sages, who are following their spiritual pursuit, their one ambition is that their daily life goes on comfortably.
आपण झोप कशी मार द्यायचं पण झोप मारलं तुला मला त्याच्यामध्ये काय वाटते
Why the hell did I happen to be? Nobody inquires about that. How did I happen to be?
विचार बघते माझा संसार सगळं तेल घेऊन घेतो त्याला ती भीती होती साकार बाप पुण्याची संपादन जर आला तर
Only that person will visit this place for spirituality, whose virtue and sin merit and sin have come to an end, termination.
No, but if you accept that elements always everywhere, in the beginning you say no sun, no moon, nothing can penetrate in that. There is no way in.
You have not been able to rub it off that stigma of body that you are the one. So long as you have that stigma of the memory that you are the body mind, you will not understand.
त्याला जोडून दे, सगळं गुलाब जाऊ हे काय म्हणतो त्याला
19th of May 1980, morning talks begin.
बोलतो ना in order to keep busy, you make use of medicines of the biology, including the air. बाकी तुम्हाला डॉक्टरला काय माहिती नाही पेशंटला काय नाही. Other than that, you don't have any medical knowledge as such. त्याच्यामध्ये जर परमाची कोणी झाला असेल परमाचं झाले तर आत्मोपयोग त्याच्यात केला आत्मोपयोगाची आत्मा पावर तुझी आहे एवढी औषधाची पावर नाही. A real doctor who is also interested in Paramartha will make use of not only the medicines and the air, but he will make use of this beingness, this Atma, this consciousness, in treating his patient, while treating his patient. उपनिषद में तोड़पाठ आहे हो वेदांत में तोड़पाठ आहे तो पुस्तक आहे हो पण आजाराला ते औषधीवर उभा ठेवतात औषधीचा उपयोग करतात त्याच्याकरता आत्मा उपयोग करत नाही. There are many people who can recite Veda by heart. There are many people who can recite the Upanishads also. But if they fall sick, they will make use of medicines and not rely so much on their own consciousness or being, to cure their own ills. नको आपल्याला तुमचे काय ऐकलं की नाही पाहिलेलं आहे ते त्यांच्याकडे उपाय दुसरा उपाय नाही. In other words, when their ills are concerned, they are no different from any other person. And they will rely on the medicines, say exactly like any other person will rely on medicine. तिकडे आहे म्हणजे काळात मोठी रामचे उपाय त्याने काया निर्माण केलेली आहे तो ज्याच्यावर योग्य उपाय नाही बाकी सगळं लोकच करत आत्महत्या स्वतः कोणी करत. He says, when this after conception, he said, whatever growth the body has had was not done by that individual who now considers himself as an individual. That growth was sustained by that beingness, and that beingness knows what is best for that individual body. मला सांगतो जर तिथं काय झालं नामच म्हणून करा देवाचे म्हणून करा देवासाठी म्हणून करा सांगले पण देव म्हणजे आपला आत्मा त्याच्याकडे दुर्यात पण नाही. If they go to someone who is considered a holy person, he will say, repeat God's name or count the beads and that sort of a thing. But no one directs the attention of anyone towards his own consciousness or beingness, which is the highest God that anyone can pray to or can try to propitiate.
तिकडे जाऊ अरे तुम्हाला आलं नव्हतं का बघा असं बघा कथाचा उपयोग करत आणि तिच्या आत्म्याशिवाय आणखी तुझा नाही आहे तुझ्याकडे कोण असलेला आत्मा नाही पण देवाचा तुला काय पुरावा आहे तू असलेला आत्मा तू जर तुझ्याकडे नाही तो देवाचा पुरावा
People pray to various gods, repeat the names of God's names, count the beads, etc. But they don't realize that if their beingness is not there, if their consciousness is not there, they can't have any God either. So it is this consciousness of the beingness which is the highest God.
आत्म्याचा उपयोग करून एवढे त्याच्यामध्ये दीर्घाची विचार जे होता आकाशामध्ये राहतात आकाशामधून फिरतात हे बळ कोणाचे उजेलाचे
He said those who consider their beingness as everything and rely on their beingness or consciousness, Atma, whatever name you call it. He said they are able to get, even from the point of view of this world and consciousness, great power. Now all those powers, he said, have they been obtained by medicine? Or have they been obtained by being one with the consciousness or being?
हे मुझे डॉक्टर आहे मेडिसिनवर सगळा विश्वास पेशंटवर मेडिसिनवर विश्वास आत्मविश्वास
He said most doctors, even brilliant doctors, they will rely only on medicine. So they have confidence in medicine. He said, what about confidence in oneself?
तो आत्मविश्वास जो आहे आत्मभक्त आहे
Atmavishwas.
डॉक्टर शब्द आज मी 2-4 तास आहे बनवला पण आत्मज्ञान शब्द मागून होते तुला मी बघा पण नाही पण विश्वास म्हणा
There is a patient. The doctor comes and feels his pulse and he doesn't give him much hope. Whereas the patient himself, by his self-confidence, or rather, not self-confidence, but confidence in his self, feels that he must get well. So he said, on whom should the patient keep his confidence? On that self, or Atma, or beingness, which tells him he is going to get well, or on the doctor who tells him he is not going to get well.
मग आत्मविश्वास भक्ताला आत्मा कसा काय सांगत असेल तू जागा झाला तू कसं समजतो कसं तू जागा झाला समजतो ना कसं
The question then will arise, is how does this consciousness or Atma tell a person that he is going to get well? He says in exactly the same manner that principle tells one that he is awake.
हे सगळे कर्मांचं करायचं संसारिक कर्म हे परमार्थिक कर्म तो याच्या आधी काय नाही परमार्थ नावाची कर्म संसारिक कर्म शिवाय
He says even those who think they are inclined towards Paramatma, they don't do so or they don't take it up with the full confidence in their beingness or Atma, but they treat it they treat both as entertainment, one as worldly entertainment and the other as beyond the world entertainment. Nevertheless, entertainment. Their interest in the subject is purely by way of entertainment. Karmanu, samsaric karmanu and paramarthik karmanu.
आई मुलाच्या तिथं ज्ञान विश्वास एकमेकाला लहान मुलाच्या नाही झाला तसं त्या परमात्माचा आणि भक्ताचा विश्वास आपण आत्मा आणि परमात्मा यांचा स्नेह झाला पाहिजे
So Maharaj says this interest in Paramatma should not be purely by way of as a matter of interest or as a matter of entertainment. But this relationship with one's own self, I repeat, it can be given any name, consciousness or being, should be as intimate as the relationship between the mother and the child.
आत्मा तुला हजेरी पुरवतात तो असणार आत्म्याने हजेरी नाही पुरवली तर पूर्णच नाही.
If the consciousness does not make you feel that you exist, in other words, without consciousness, are you able to do anything at all? Are you anything at all?
काय डॉक्टर बरोबर आहे. तुम्ही डॉक्टरला पेशंट औषध द्या उपचार औषधवर विश्वास त्याच्यावर जरूर पेशंट नाही आत्म्याचा उपयोग करा.
Maharaj,
औषधही घ्या
ah,
पण विशेष उपयोग आत्म्याचा करा.
Maharaj says he is not asking doctors to give up medicine, but he says treat medicine also, give medicine also. Have some, he is not asking the doctor to throw medicine away, but he says also make use and more substantial use of this consciousness. Let the patient believe in that consciousness and also take medicine.
म्हणजे सांग द्यायचं लोक भले पाहिजे पण स्वतःच्या आत्म्याच्या पावरचा जोर तेवढा असेल तर जॉब करतो दुसरा पाहिजे की नाही. आत्मबाबत प्रॉब्लेम म्हणजे चेक करतो त्याचा उपयोग किती होईल पण आत्मा ओळखला पाहिजे आत्मा निर्माण पाहिजे.
If the warmth given by something external can create a certain amount of benefit, he said, imagine how much more benefit the warmth of a close relationship with one's own self can create, because that consciousness, which is the basis of one's very existence.
इकडे वारा ओळखीच्या डॉक्टरवर विश्वास नाही ओळखीच्या डॉक्टर विश्वासामुळे त्याच्या मुलाला आपल्याला विश्वास करते लवकर भरायला कित्येक गुंतले असे विश्वास आहेत काय नाही हे थोडं पाणी काढले पाच सध्या होतो भरावं लागलं आत्मविश्वास औषध काय करत.
Many people say, they say they have faith in a certain doctor, and they must have medicine from that doctor. And even if that doctor gives him merely plain water or sweetened water, even then he says, yes, he is feeling enormously better. So Maharaj asked, that confidence which he thinks he has in the doctor, is that not really the faith he has in his own being, in his own consciousness?
ज्या रसाचा गुण ज्या रसातून ती काया बनलेली आहे त्या रसाचा गुण काया सांभाळतो आहे. त्या रसाचा गुण काया सांभाळतो त्या रसामध्ये आत्मा आहे तो काया सांभाळतो आहे ते खरी आहे. मग आपण असं नाही की याच मला आत्मा प्रेम जे निर्माण झालेलं आहे ही चिन्ह काय आहे ते पावर नाही काही.
That physical essence of which this body is made, and that essence of, that quintessence of that physical essence which makes this body grow, which sustains and makes the body grow, does that quintessence not have tremendous power?
हिमालयासारख्या काना जंगलामध्ये जातो पुढे माणूस त्याच्यावर का खंड बांधलेलं पण मुलाला इकडनं मुंबईत काय जायचं
हो.
त्यांच्याकडे त्यांच्या डॉक्टर फोन करून कोणाच्या विश्वासावर जातात त्याला म्हणजे जाहीर शब्द देवाचा पण त्याचं सगळं काय आपल्याला कळेल हा आत्मा करून ते आत्म्याचा जर विश्वास मिळाला तो सगळं काही येत राहतो.
See, those who go to live in the Himalayas for this Paramartha, now, do they carry with them their food requirements for 6 months or a year or anything? He said, those who feel the need of such food, this collection of food, will never go to Himalaya. So those who go to Himalaya will live on whatever is available, wherever they go. So with what confidence do they go? Or on whom do they put that confidence? It is obvious they put their confidence in that power which has created the body and sustained it so far without their having anything to do with it. Therefore, they put their faith in their being, or consciousness.
लाईफ जर जेव्हा मिळाला आणि त्याचा सेट केला तर काही कमी होत की नाही.
So he says, this confidence in their essential nature, in their very basic nature, this very close association and this very close, great confidence in their basic essence, their animus, the very thing which keeps them alive. Now, this great confidence in that, will that, I mean, Maharaj says, can it have no effect at all or can it have tremendous effect?
आहे म्हणजे करा कसं करा असं करूया कसं करूया आम्हाला स्वतःचा स्वतः पाहिजे आहे हा ज्याचा स्वाभाविक स्वभाव आहे. स्वतः करता स्वतः पाहिजे हा ज्याचा स्वाभाविक स्वभाव आहे. त्या आत्म्याचा विश्वास ठेवला तो आत्मा त्याच्यामध्ये मदत नाही का करणार आणि नाही केली तर दुसऱ्या आत्म्याचा नाही मदत केली तर नुकसान कोणाचं आत्म्याचं केलं आत्म्याचं बरोबर आहे.
Maharaj says, think on these lines. None of us did anything or could have done anything even if I wanted to. We have this body and this consciousness within the body. That has come about by itself. Therefore, if something happens to the body or if there is an illness in the body, who will be most concerned? He said, would not that principle, that consciousness, which has created the body and sustained it from the moment of conception, will it not be this consciousness itself who will be most concerned? And therefore, if ultimately the body does not survive, whose loss will it be? Will it not be the loss of that very consciousness whose very nature is to remain alive as long as possible? Will it not be the loss of that consciousness? Or will it be the loss of that individuality which is a figment of the imagination? Whose loss will it be?
Doctor can heal entirely by his intention to heal.
प्रश्न असा की डॉक्टरांना जर आजार बरा करायचा असला तर त्याच्या स्वतःच्या आत्मविश्वासावर जास्त आहे.
परंतु आता जाणत नाही आहे तो त्याचा विद्येचा विश्वास आहे.
Yes, he said, yes, but the doctor, the more important the doctor, the more successful the doctor, the more faith he has in his knowledge. and not in that consciousness of his, which is created all that.
आणि परीक्षेवर was
He has more faith in the examination which is passed, and not on that beingness or consciousness which has created that which was necessary to pass the examination.
But if there is a doctor who is concerned about his being, can he, by virtue of his knowledge of himself, of his striving for himself, cure other people of their bodily and mental illnesses?
असा एखादा डॉक्टर असला की ज्याचं त्याच्या जाणीवेचा अत्यंत प्रेम आहे, तसा डॉक्टर त्याच्या पेशंट्सवर जास्त उपयोग, त्या पेशंटला जास्त उपयोग देऊ शकतो का? येस. That consciousness will give him the appropriate to suggest it to you.
त्यांनी आत्मपरिचय करून घेतला आहे. ज्याच्या ओळखीने ओळखलं जातं त्याची ओळख त्यांनी घेतली. तुम्हाला तुमची ओळख नाही, तुमच्या घरी ओळख हे सगळं काही करतं, पण तुमची ओळख तुम्हाला नाही आहे.
This is unfortunately many people, including many doctors, do not have faith in their own beings, but rely more on their own knowledge and the consciousness and the examination which they have passed. But it is really their consciousness, their beingness, which has been their friend all along, but which they have forgotten. So if they keep their faith and their confidence in that consciousness, in that beingness will suggest whatever is to be suggested to the doctor, both for himself and his patient. The doctor. So he said, all morning he's been talking about this and making him the target because he's a doctor.
So, now that, for example, the Philippine surgeons who just operate like that, are they manifesting faith in consciousness to heal people?
फिलिपाईन गावात तसे थोडे डॉक्टर आहेत, ते त्यांना जर ऑपरेशन करायचं असलं तर ते काहीतरी इन्स्ट्रुमेंट वगैरे घेत नाही, पण बोटाने ते हे केलं वगैरे हे करून त्याच्यातून ते काढलं असं ते हे करतात, पण ते खरोखरच ते काढतात बरे करतात. तो म्हणतो हे आपल्या जाणीवेवर विश्वास असून ते यांचं हे असं करतात. हे सगळी आहे.
कार्य विश्वास, कला विश्वास घेतला गेला, आत्मपरिचय नाही आहे. कार्य विश्वास, कला विश्वास त्या ठिकाणी आहे. कला विश्वास, आत्मपरिचय नाही.
But he says, even there, it may be that that doctor has faith in what he considers his art, and not really goes, it doesn't go really deeper into who is working. He thinks he is working, but it is really his beingness or consciousness which is working. तुझ्या नवऱ्याला घेऊन गेली, तुझ्या भुजाला हे झाले, त्याने सांगितलं त्याला कॅन्सर झाला, तो मरणार. त्याने पुन्हा सांगितलं काहीतरी करा, ते मला मी काही करू शकत नाही, तो मरणार. मग ती बाई त्याला घेऊन गेली. 15 वर्षांनी पुन्हा आली. तिला माहित होता तो डॉक्टर, त्या डॉक्टरला माहित नाही हे 15 वर्षापूर्वी याच्याकडे आली होती. ते मला घशात काय बघायचं, बरं काय बघायचं, तुम्हाला घशात काही नाही, छान आहे, काहीच झालेलं नाही, पुन्हा पाहावं. पुन्हा पाहिजे नाही, मी सांगितलं ठीक आहे. मग हिने सांगितलं 15 वर्षापूर्वी आम्ही तुमच्याकडे आलो होतो आणि तुम्ही सांगितलं हा महिना. ते म्हणाले आता मी तुमच्याकडे इन्व्हेस्ट करता आलो आहे की तुम्ही देत नाही हे तुम्हाला सांगायला. तेव्हा तुम्ही स्वतः याला बरं करू शकत नाही एवढंच म्हणा की हा म्हणणार असं तुम्ही कोणाला सांगू नका. आणखी सगळं सांगून की घेऊन असं कुठे तुम्ही आले. तुम्ही विचार मग ते बरा कसा झाला तेव्हा ते काही त्याच्यामध्ये आले.
Another thing I thought of this, which when I was studying in the college in Bombay, and the professor of medicine, when he was in the outdoor examining patient, he told a case, oh, you have got cardiac trouble. You did not live long.
तो एका डॉक्टरकडे गेला, त्यांनी सांगितलं तुला हार्ट ट्रबल आहे, 8 महिन्यापेक्षा जास्त का जेवण नाही खाणार. तो म्हणाला मी तुम्हाला 8 महिन्यानंतर येईन तुमच्याकडे. त्याने 8 महिन्यानंतर पुन्हा गेला. तो बरा होता, त्याने काय ते करायचं होतं ते केलं आणि तो बरा झाला. त्याने विचारलं तो डॉक्टर कुठे आहे, तुम्हाला ते डॉक्टर आले. डॉक्टरला 8 महिन्यापूर्वी काय झालं नव्हतं.
Find out who observed me in deep sleep. Most of the time I could see myself awake, trying to sleep and dreaming. And that seemed like a continuous thread. But judging by the time which has passed, I have to surmise that there were moments when I must have been in deep sleep, but I have no awareness of those. So I could not observe myself in deep sleep.
कारण रात्री
What happened was this: I could observe myself only when I was awake or dreaming, but I could not observe myself. I had no awareness when I was in deep sleep.
That is what you said.
And that's all. Then I woke up. Find out who watches you in deep sleep, and you will know yourself.
त्यांची अशी समजूत आहे की गेल्या वेळी हे आले होते तेव्हा महाराजांनी सांगितलं की गाढ झोपेत कोण तुमच्याकडे बघतो ते लक्षात ते बघा, म्हणजे तुम्हाला सगळं काही समजेल. ते तसे कदाचित तुम्ही गैरसमज झाला आहे.
काय बोलतो पालन ठेवण्याचं कार्य कसं होईल?
I told him must be some misunderstanding. So he said, how can there be consciousness in deep sleep? Whatever you can be conscious of, even being conscious of consciousness, there must be consciousness. In deep sleep, the consciousness itself is at rest. So how can you be conscious? How can you be conscious of whatever you are thinking?
स्वभाव कुठे आहे?
And it is the nature of
आपण जे आत्माची स्वाभाविक स्वभाव कुठे आहे?
it is
ते प्रयत्नाची गरज नाही भाऊ.
it is the very nature of consciousness to go in rest and work again. There is no question of an effort.
अमुक वेळ लेवलचा वापरला गेलो म्हणजे ते म्हणजे शिव निर्माण होतो.
हो.
शिव निर्माण झाला म्हणजे त्याला विचार आला पाहिजे. राहता है ना.
As soon as consciousness has been working for a while, there has to be rest. Consciousness cannot work all the time.
19th May 1980, talks continue. Morning session.
Consciousness cannot work all the time. So the very nature of consciousness is restlessness for a while and then back into it.
अमुक काय जाणलेलं सारखं उपयोग काय नाही.
हो.
काही वेळेला त्याला शिव येतो.
हो.
शिव आल्यानंतर त्याला विचारावं आले पाहिजे.
Unless this consciousness, which is used for continuously for a while, then there has to be a period of rest. Otherwise, it is not possible for the individual psychosomatic apparatus to remain in working period.
But what is the consciousness at rest?
मग जाणीव जेव्हा आरामात असते तेव्हा मग कोण जाणीवेकडे कोण बघत असते?
जाणीवेकडे कोण बघायला पाहिजे?
जे why should anybody आरामातल्या जाणीवे आरामातल्या जाणीवेकडे कोण त्याच्यात जरूर काय मिळालं?
ते कसं समजलं जाते जाणलं जाते. याची साक्षी कोण आलं?
जाणीव आरामामध्ये असतं ते.
आरामाचा अर्थ निर्गुण होतो. आणि निर्गुण जेव्हा संपत नाही लागत नाही लोक
Very consciousness to say this subject is a triguna. So when consciousness is at rest, it goes beyond good, but it becomes nirguna. Therefore, consciousness doesn't even know that it exists. So how can there be consciousness of consciousness? Indeed, it becomes nirguna. Consciousness itself becomes nirguna.
डॉक्टर औषधाचा निपुण बघतात आपल्याच्या त्याच्यामध्ये गुण आत्म्या जेवढा होऊन आत्म्याचा विश्वास उपयोग करायला लागतो तर त्याला दुकानदारावर हवा लोक आत्म्या करताय आत्मा घ्यायचं हवं नको कोणाला स्नेह हवे नको कोणाला आपले असणे हवे नको कोणाला आत्म्या आत्मा कसं हवे नको कोणाला आत्म्याचा जर त्या उल्लेखांना म्हणून उपयोग करेल तर त्याच्याकडे दुसऱ्याचे निवारण झालं तर आत्माची बाबा जास्त आहे
क्रिश्चियन सायंटिस्ट म्हणून आहेत थोडी असे पारमार्थिकच लोक पण ते असे क्लेश वगैरे निवारण करण्याकरता औषध वगैरे घेत नाही पण ते त्यांच्या आत्म्यावरच विश्वास ठेवून ते पेशंट नाही करतात
कला विश्वास आहे कला विश्वास त्यांनी जे कला शिकला आहे ना त्या कलेचा आपल्याला ओळखत नाही आत्मा आणि पदार्थ वेळी जातो पदार्थ वेळी आत्मा म्हणजे परमात्मा पदार्थ वेळी आत्मा तो हा पदार्थ वेळी म्हणजे काय पदार्थ जन्म आत्मा सत्वाधिष्ठान आहे परमात्मा सत्वाधिष्ठान आहे का म्हणजे शब्दाचा अर्थ होईल का पहिल्या क्षणाचं तुला ज्ञान झालं पाहिजे
Maharaj says, one has to have the knowledge of the first day, the first moment of one's life.
पहिल्या क्षण म्हणजे काय कशाच्या काय बदलायचं
What is that first moment when something happens which causes this living organism? What is organism for you? Dark beyond meditation. This discrimination is aroused, vivek. And that vivek leads to the answer to this, the first moment. What jnana? Merely concentrating again without effort, but this on this subject. Gradually, the subject also disappears, one who is thinking also disappears, and very quiet to it, and resulting in what is generally known as samadhi, out of which comes the knowledge.
समाधी लागलं म्हणजे कळतेबल आणि
So, is it what is meant by samadhi? This is this consciousness goes into rest. जाड झोप म्हणजे समाधी सारखीच एक अवस्था असेल
समाधीची योगाच्या वगैरे नाही म्हणते समाधी फार्मासिक आहे हा जो पदार्थ घडला पदार्थ
the significance is totally different. What is physical, the other is spiritual. Even a lazy man, when he is tired, he goes to sleep. Then he call it samadhi. The laziest man at after certain time will go to sleep. Why you guys go not play?
Why he's asking so many questions? When he's near Ganga, why he just take glass and drinks it rather than just finding out whether should I drink with glass or should I drink with this or that? The body is very loose. Like that.
प्रश्न विचाराविषयी वाटत नाही. गंगाजवळ गेल्यानंतर पाणी प्यायचं उद्गार उसने कहा त्याग विचार तुझं म्हणणं तर बघायचं.
Known by nature is very pure ether.
Nature. Woman doesn't go too much intellectually. He
Just,
doesn't
I said-
go too much in that.
I said just
Very emotions going on.
भावना जाता भावना से
At the time of what you are, you should know. At the time of what? First moment,
Birth.
what you are.
Yes.
You should know. Now, this I had the feeling. Without this, I thought for the first time, but all the time I had this feeling that if I can get that moment, perhaps I'll know what I am.
हे मी आपल्याकडे हे ऐकलं पण मला नेहमी वाटायचं तो क्षण आपण
So, what happened once? I was just meditating. This was long back, 4 years back. And I lay down. And as it was, I went back when I was 4 months old. I could see the child 4 months old. After that, I could see him. Beyond that, I tried. I could not go back.
4 वर्ष मागे झाड
In my mother's womb, I could see. That was 15 months old. But the time of birth, I could not reach. I could not get.
आपण डॉक्टर गांधीकर असे म्हणतो आणि तो झाला स्वागत करतो काय
Similarly, actually, it should have occurred that long the conception has taken place. Not that for everybody will realize this. For everybody it will occur like this.
आज मला जन्म झालेला जायचं
He is telling about a woman in a family. Then a woman should be able to understand where the conception has taken place. तेवढी मला तत्व मिळेल.
बापाला जन्म झालेला तर
The father cannot understand.
आईला
Only the mother can do.
जन्म झालेला मुलं तुझ्या रुची स्थिती पाहिजे
Oh, now the conception
तुझ्या
has
जन्म
taken- the
पाहिजे
conception which has taken place in you, you could understand or realize at that moment. Now, how your conception took place, that should be realized. That moment.
एवढं मग पलीकडे
Once you understand or realize that moment, you transcend that moment. You are prior to the birth or prior to that.
आता आम्ही बोलतोय तुला कळलाय
Whatever we talk just now, do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Whole.
काय नाही नाही
Huh?
What?
No, it is. You are not understanding.
I wanted to ask you,
आपल्याला विचारायचं होतं.
I've experienced or I've seen myself be born. I've seen myself be born. I've seen pictures, but I close my eyes. I've seen myself be born. And I've also seen my body be born and reborn. And I've also seen life myself and watched it.
मी म्हणतो मला माझ्या गर्भधारणेचं साक्षीत्व झालंय आणि माझ्या जन्मातही साक्षीत्व झालं.
But it feels like so what? So I've seen all that.
मी बघितलंय मग काय म्हणतो.
त्याचं वर्णन करता येईल का तुला
Can you describe it?
It was more like with watching. It was like watching a movie.
सिनेमामध्ये पण बघतो सिनेमा बघतो तशा तऱ्हेचं मला दृश्य दिसतं.
पण त्याची ओळख झाली आहे का?
You must have seen it, but could you recognize it? Could you get the identity of that? You must have seen it as a picture.
Yes. As soon as it's like everyone.
Could you identify yourself with that?
Yes.
होय म्हणजे ओळख झाली.
I also experience physical.
वर्णन कर.
He wants the description. It's
The movie that I saw was something. It was many years ago. We tried to recall.
बऱ्याच वर्षामागे झाली.
आणि ते गेलं.
And is it gone?
Is it gone? I mean, I can recreate it right now.
पुन्हा मी तयार करू शकतो.
म्हणजे जाईल कसं? पुन्हा एकदा जन्माच्या कधी आज एवढ्या वर्षाचे राहिलाय ना. एकदा कधी कळलंय माझा जन्म झाला. आईने बोल करून दिली. अजून टिकून आहे ना. तुला झालं ते गेलं म्हणजे काय ते का ध्यान आहे?
Suppose you have the knowledge of the birth and mother gave you the indication or acquaintance of that. That still serious even today. So how can you say that it is gone?
जन्म झाल्याचा भोगतोय. जन्म झाल्याचं ज्ञान गेलं तुझं.
You are experiencing now as a result of the birth.
Yes.
So how can you say that knowledge which was there at the time of birth, because of which the knowledge is there, that knowledge is gone? How can you say that?
I'm not saying the knowledge is gone. I'm saying that I saw, watching the movie of myself before. That is that's what I saw. And in the movie itself, I don't have the movie unless I close my eyes and go back and recreate that.
मला सिनेमा चित्र दिसत होते सगळं. आणि त्यावेळी मी सिनेमा चित्र बघितलं. आता नाही आहे ते.
अरे हो, पण तुला जन्म झाल्याचं ज्ञान किती वर्ष वापरतोय? आता जन्म झाल्याचं ज्ञान तुला टेन्शनच कसा?
He says, the knowledge of your birth is being used by you up till now. So how can you say that knowledge of your birth is forgotten?
How is the knowledge of my birth being used by me right now? How is the knowledge of my birth being used by me right now?
माझं जन्माची जे ज्ञान आहे ते आतापर्यंत मी वापरतोय, कसं काय असू शकेल?
बाबा हे कळत नाही. हे वापरतोय कळायला पाहिजे. आणखी बरं आज वर्ष किती झाली तुला? हे ज्ञान कसं बरं? जन्म झाल्याचं नाही का?
ज्ञान म्हणजे आपली बातम्या हे जे घेतो ना ते म्हणून समजतो. ज्ञान म्हणजे मी आहे ते समजून घेतो. तसं नाही.
मग काय फरक आहे? ज्ञान झालं
ड्रायव्हिंग आहे. You are because of that birth, that you are this, the I amness, the consciousness, the knowledge I am. That knowledge I am, as a result of the birth, that knowledge I am previous. There is. Is it not there right now?
Yes.
होय आहे. आहे ते ज्ञान आहे म्हणून.
जन्म झाल्याचं ज्ञान आहे पाहिजे. ओळखीचं ज्ञान तुला ओळखीले आहे का? झालं म्हणतो ते गेलं.
That birth knowledge. Do you have the knowledge of that knowledge, birth knowledge, by your acquaintance with it?
I have the knowledge of the knowledge.
Knowledge of the birth knowledge. Birth knowledge is beingness, I am. Did you come to know of it?
Did I come to know it? It felt more like I was watching it.
ती बघितली असती. पण तुम्ही कशामध्ये पाहिजे? तुझ्याकडे काय असलं तुम्ही पाहिजे ना.
Now, for example, it says you must have seen the TV. But what do you have in you because of which you see the TV? मी आहे म्हणून टीव्ही दिसते.
ध्यान योग कर म्हणजे त्याला बरोबर आवडेल.
Because you do meditation, intense meditation, then you'll understand.
The non-identifying, when I say me or the I
Aren't I singing the both the same? They're both the same. I was there, the four apprentices were there, but they weren't the same.
You're there with them?
I was there.
There with them.
There, in other words, I was there watching my birth. I am here right now.
ज्या अर्थी मानवी आता जन्म पाहत होतो त्या अर्थी मी म्हणजे माझी जाणीव तिथे असायला पाहिजे.
हे कमून आहे स्वाभाविक आहे पण जाणीला कशाचा गुण कळला आहे का तुला
Now have you understood what is the product this consciousness is? As a result of what this consciousness is? Have you come to this conclusion? So to what the consciousness is? Consciousness sustains due to what? You stay put at one place. Don't roam about, wander about. Be at one place, meditate, and try to understand.
जेव्हा आहे त्या कल्पनेमध्ये तू मुक्त कधी होणार
Unless you realize that knowledge, you never get rid of your concept. For how many years you have been wandering about?
Actually, I've been staying in one place for
For the last 3 years. मागील 3 वर्ष मी एकाच ठिकाणी होतो.
आयुष्य पर्यंत त्याकडे बोलला होता का
Did anybody discuss this subject with you?
it's dealt with it. It's dealt with in a different way. It's dealt with in a different way. It's discussed the concept, practices, practices.
याच्याबद्दल संभाषण झालं होतं. परंतु दुसऱ्या तऱ्हेने मुक्तानंद
विज्ञान जगत नाही
Muktananda, doesn't disclose this knowledge.
By using Soham or Hamsa, regulation of the breath, focusing your attention on the space between the breath. Focusing your attention on the space between the breath. The space where the inhale and exhale, that point in that
सोहमवर ध्यान केंद्रित करणे श्वासोच्छ्वासावरती म्हणून आणि केंद्रित कुठे करणे म्हणजे श्वास आत घेणे आणि बाहेर जाणे यांच्या मध्ये जो आहे त्याच्यावर केंद्रित करायला सांगितलं.
वर्षात बोलतात
हा? श्वास आत आणि बाहेर आहे ह्याच्यामध्ये
कोणी म्हणजे वर्षात ती लाल पाहिला
concentrating where it is asking. Was it between the teeth or is it inside? You want
inside.
आतमध्ये.
कोणी सांगणार आपल्या
Normally, nobody will say this particular aspect of the knowledge. What he's expounding.
Normally. So, what would the first student say?
Normally,
Normally.
nobody will touch this aspect of the knowledge.
Isn't that knowledge by Soham or Hansa mantra, focusing on the intellect and then isolation of the breath?
या ज्ञानाप्रत तो ऑफकोर्स
म्हणतो आपल्याला आपण साबून त्याची ओळख होईल ज्याला जाणार जो आहे तर तो आपल्याला आपण सापडला त्याची ओळख होईल
So when you say whether we can approach that knowledge, it means when one gets to know oneself, that means one has gone to oneself, one has stabilized oneself. That means one has reached oneself. There's no question of going or reaching. To abide in oneself.
What is the difference between doing Soham mantra and focusing on I am?
तो हा मंत्र म्हणणे आणि जाणीव हे करणे हे करणे
तो वेळेचं नाव आहे जाणलेल्याचं नाव आहे
That is the title of the concept. So,
Yeah.
the title of the
Yes, the name
So it's the same. So the process that the fact that
He said it is the name of that consciousness. I am name.
so they're the same.
म्हणजे दोन्ही एकच. सोहम आणि जाणी.
अरे हे नाव त्याचं झालं, नाव म्हणजे बोलायचं वेगळं आहे.
See, name is not yourself. Name is only like a signpost.
the name is different. When the name is given,
याच्यावर तुझं नाव आहे.
so here there is nothing at all.
मग माझ्याकडे लेटर आहे, म्हणजे तू आला माझ्याकडे.
Now say on this is the letter you have sent from Mr. So, Mr. U. If that Mr. U is written here, actually you have not come, but only Mr. U have come here. The name has come here, not you.
So then it's the experience of the space between the breaths. The same as Maharaj is saying. So obviously it isn't in the words.
What you are saying so is the word. Or
In other words, Soham means I am that. Now, is there a difference? No, I'm not saying it's in the words. I'm saying it's in the space between the breaths, not necessarily the words.
श्वासाच्या मध्यभागी मी जाणी ऐकायचो. श्वास आणि उच्छ्वास
हे मला माहिती नाही. तुमच्याकडे लग्न
त्या टाईपवर त्याचं रिफर टू मुक्ता.
So then Maharaj is saying to continually focus on I am. Is that correct?
He said, by your consciousness, hold on to your consciousness. Nothing else but consciousness should prevail in your meditation.
सोडणं आहे, शब्द सोडणं आहे. तो शब्द सोडले गेले, सोडले लागला आहे.
Now suppose you have got the word gold. Gold doesn't mean actual gold. Here is a gold. You say it's gold. I say my word gold. But this word gold is not this gold. This is the gold.
So the question is either the same.
Hey!
सोडण्याचे नाव त्यांनी मला दिलंय. सोडलं माझ्या हाती आलं.
By repeating that,
I give him in writing. Here is gold. 10 kilos. I don't get gold.
now, if people repeat mantra, by mantra repetition, what is the purpose of mantra repetition?
मंत्राचा उद्देश काय?
मंत्राचा उद्देश त्याची प्राप्ती असा आहे.
मंत्राच्या अर्थाची प्राप्ती.
मग त्याची प्राप्ती, मंत्राचा जे त्याची प्राप्ती, जे पाहिजे त्याची प्राप्ती. मंत्र सगळं आहे.
A mantra is the consultation given. You follow? But that is not the object. By recitation of the mantra, the objective or the meaning of that mantra is gained.
May 1980, morning.
28th May 1980, morning session begins.
साधना करण्यामध्ये प्रयत्नाची जरूर असते.
जरा पुढे मला बोला. अरे म्हटलं प्रयत्न करायचे असते.
From the moment,
जागा झाल्यापासून झोपेपर्यंत सारख्या प्रयत्नामध्ये प्रयत्न असले.
from the moment you wake up in the morning until you go back to sleep again in the evening, there is a whole round of activity.
प्रयत्नाचा अर्थ काय असतो? तर त्याला काय हवं आहे जे मिळण्यात असला कोणत्याही बाबतीत.
What is meant by effort? He says that activity which is necessary to achieve or get whatever is needed. त्याचा अर्थ असा की काही प्रयत्न केले तर त्याचा उपयोग आपोआपच येतो असं आहे.
तो प्रश्न सफल झाला म्हणजे उत्तर म्हणजे उपयोग. कोणत्याही प्रश्न सफल झाला
सफल
त्याचा उत्तर आला
that you think you are making her successful, then you think that you've got what you require.
हे प्रश्न तुम्ही कसा करताय.
Now you are moving about. Therefore there is activity. Therefore there is effort. So what is that effort for? He's asking you. What is that effort for? What are you making that activity or effort for? In order to live.
जगण्याकरता प्रयत्न करतो.
जगण्याकरता.
क्रीडा म्हणजे कुठल्या माणूस तेच करताय. तो मानव आहेस ना, मानव कसा प्रयत्न करतो.
So he says, merely to exist, merely to live. He says even the animals, a dog or a cat, exists to live. So as a man, you have not have any other interests or special point of view in existing.
To understand myself.
ते समजून घेण्याकरता जगतो.
पण तू आहेस म्हणून विचार करत ना. कोण आहेस कोणत्या तू आहेस म्हणून विचार करत ना.
This is you are asking or you want to find out only because you know you exist, is it not? You are, you know you are. It is only from that you are making an effort to find out who you are. Is that not so? Oh.
तू अज्ञानाने देहाच्या रूपाने आहे मानतो. ते का शिकणार नाहीये. पण देहाच्या रूपाने ते मानतो तर तिथे शिकणार आहे. पण ते देहाच्या रूप नाही.
You have identified yourself with the body. And that body is not going to last for any length of time. That is time bound. That which knows you exist, that is quite separate from the body which you think you are.
ते कसं आहे हे तुला समजण्यात असं आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये बदल झाला पाहिजे. हे असताना हे असं आपण नव्हे. हा बदल होऊन आहे कसा ते तुला कळलं पाहिजे. पण याच्यातच
Maharaj says, if you want to know your true nature, you can only know it while the body still exists. And while the body still exists, you must know that you are not that body.
दुनिया जर तुला खूप धरा पडणार नाही.
You won't find your true nature, yourself, even if you move about all over the world for a length of time.
जिथे तू आहे हे तुला कळते तिथं तू सापडणार. तिथे तू आहे हे तुला कळत आहे तिथेच तू सापडणार. पण तुला कळणार असा नव्हे.
You will know yourself at that very point which tells you that you are. And then you will know that you are not this outer covering.
How do you come to know who you are? I was asking you about effort. Is effort required there to know who you are? Or is it just that where is grace involved in substance function?
आता हे मी कोण आहे हे जाणण्याकरता काही प्रयत्न करावे लागतात तर आपोआपच ते समजून येतात.
कोण नाही जाणण्याकरता कोण आहे याच्याने आपल्यामध्ये आपण मिळून जावं म्हणजे ध्यान करावं.
This is sadhana is dhyana yoga. That is, that knowledge which tells me I am must remain absorbed in that very knowledge.
ध्यान काय करतात की
I don't want doing any meditation or jhana. Very bad.
तो ध्यान तू आपला उपयोग करू करतो की मनाचा उपयोग करू करतो.
Now, this meditation that you are doing, is that knowledge that you are doing the meditation, or is it the mind that is doing the meditation? When you say you meditate, is it your mind that is doing the meditation, or is this knowledge that I am, that is meditation?
Hopefully that. I'm trying to go beyond the mind.
मी मनाच्या पलीकडे जाण्याचा प्रयत्न करतो.
मनाच्या आधी तू आहेस की नाही.
But are you not prior to the mind?
मग मनाच्या आधी असेल मनाच्या पलीकडे जायला म्हणजे काय.
So that you who are अच्छा आधी आहे हे समजून कुठे ध्यान करायचं
ध्यान नाही करायचं. मी मला त्या आधी आहे ज्ञानाने ज्ञान ध्यानात आलं.
He said that he makes it very clear again. Who is creating? That knowledge which you are, that must meditate on itself. That knowledge I am, that consciousness must remain absorbed in that knowledge I am, or being, not the consciousness, whatever name you, Atma, whatever name you want to give.
तू असल्या त्या ज्ञानाने ध्यानाचं ध्यान करतो. ध्यान ध्यानात घेऊन बसायचं. अन्यथा ध्यानात नाही करायचं. तू असल्या त्या ज्ञानाने हे ध्यानात धरून बसायचं. बाकी मला मिळण्याचं सगळे घ्यायचं.
That knowledge which you are, this consciousness, must remain absorbed in that very knowledge, in that consciousness, without taking on anything else. हे कसं होतं?
तू आता बसूनच कसा?
He says, how do you happen to be sitting here?
ते सांगता येत मग ते पण सांगता येत नाही ना. तू आता येऊन बसलाच कसा?
He said, how did you happen to come here? Because you are conscious. If you are not conscious, you wouldn't be here.
काय होणार नाही.
You may go about all over the place all the time, nothing will happen. But this knowledge you are must remain firmly fixed in that very knowledge.
मन आणि प्रधानच्या पूर्वी तू आहे. मन प्रधानाचं ओळखतो तिथेच राहत तिथेच तुझी ओळख आहे. आणि दुनिया ठेवून तुला ओळख नाही मिळालं.
Don't go roaming about all over the world. You know that you are, and that knowledge is prior to your mind and your breath. So let that knowledge remain absorbed at that very point. Before anything else comes in, that you are there, that knowledge is there. Before anything else. So let that knowledge remain absorbed at that very point.
ते दाखवले जाते.
Oh.
आणि ते तू आहे ते शिल्लक राहते. याची ओळख आत्माने.
Body, mind and all the appurtenances will go. So that which is prior to the mind, know that and acquaint yourself with that and let it remain absorbed.
दुनियेत जे टाकलं जातं तो आत्मा नव्हे. जे पडले तो आत्मा नव्हे. आत्मा पडला नाही. पडला नाही तो आत्मा. आत्मा म्हणजेच आपण.
Whatever is,
काय नाही.
whatever is temporal, whatever is seen and perceived and will get destroyed, what remains is the self, is the Atma. The Atma never dies.
करतो. 5 वर्षात तुम्हाला ओळखीला काय लावलं ही मला.
In these 4 or 5 years that you have been interested, what knowledge have you got about yourself?
The mind inquired. Kundalini. And I don't know what.
बरेच अनुभव आलेले आहेत. मन शांत होणं, कुंडलिनी पण शब्द वापरला, तशी ती शक्तीचा, असे थोडे अनुभव आलेले आहेत. त्याच्यावरून थोडस अस्पष्ट मी काय आहे
ते अनुभव आलेले आहे. जन्म होऊन काया ओळख झाल्यानंतर जे काय तू ऐकलं पाहिलं काय केलं हे जे संस्कार घडलेले आहेत त्याच्यापैकी अनुभव आहे. कायाच्या पूर्वी तुझं कसं आहे त्याच्यापैकी अनुभव इकडे जगात नाही.
He said, whatever experiences you have, physical or mental or psychic, whatever they are, they can only be after you have got this knowledge that you are. Therefore, they can only be movements in this consciousness. They have nothing to do with that which you have always been prior to the with your original existence. These experiences have nothing to do. That's the concept.
कायाचं लक्षण कसं आहे ज्याचं तुला ज्ञान नाही झालं आहे. जगात ऐकण्याच्या गोष्टी काय कळल्यासारखं वाटते ते ज्ञान नव्हे. काया जसं होत असते बरोबर आहे.
So that is the correct knowledge which you had and which you were before you had the body and the knowledge of it. What everything subsequent is not knowledge. It is merely something acquired that is in that always existed. He said, no, everybody did. So, try and find out how on that existence, original existence, this temporary existence of the body mind has come up That is what the mystery of this school.
त्यामुळे ते तुला माहिती आहे. आता काय आणि तू हा योग कसा काय झाला कशाची त्याचं ज्ञान झालं नाही.
You know that you existed without the body. But now there is a body, that body has come up. So find out how the union has come about from your original state and your
त्यामुळे काय संस्कारामध्ये तुमची जगात मोठं काय काय झालंय. पण काय जेव्हा ती सुटली जाईल तेव्हा तुझ्या करता तू म्हणून काय आहे इतर काही इकडेच झाला.
only after this body, the happening of this body has come about on your original existence. You have certain knowledge or whatever, and you have certain experience. Now all the body, mind, and the experiences will all disappear at one time. And your original state. So find out about that. Original state, how this body has come about it, and when it will disappear.
So what is it that obstructs you from knowing who I am? Is it the mind?
मग माझी आधीची जी स्थिती आहे ती मला का समजत नाही आता.
याच्यात बदलल्याशिवाय या तुझ्या कल्पनेने असं आहे मानव आहे जे आकार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये फार बदल झाला पाहिजे. हे तुला नव्हता ओळखलं पाहिजे मी हे नव्हतं.
This is all that original state, this body has come about. And this consciousness has accepted this body as its own. So until that identity remains, how can you know the original state? That identity must disappear. So you must disidentify yourself from that state which has come upon it before you can know your originals.
So I try and do this through meditation.
आणि हे मी ध्यान योगाने करू शकतो. Yes. I mean, whatever it is.
Experiences happen not because I want them, but just because they happen.
अच्छा जर नका सोडली बघ ती जगा त्याला काय करायचं.
He says, when you walk about to speak or when you walk, you see a lot of activity going on the road. What do you have to do about it? Ignore it. Ignore it.
दिसल्यापैकी तू कोण दिसल्यापैकी तू काय आहे या दिसल्यापैकी तू कोण.
Now if you sit here and watch everybody going on the road and they're seeing, but he said, are you part of that scene which you are going on? No, you are separate.
त्याच्या ध्यान योगामध्ये तुला नाना प्रकार दिसतील. परंतु ते दिसण्याच्या जाती पुढे काय आहे नाही काय आहे तू हा योग कसा काय आला असं हा ओळखल्या म्हणजे तू शाश्वत होतो.
When you are meditating, various experiences will come and they will go also. But when these various experiences will come and go, the body also will disappear. And what remains is your true self. So he said, find out how the body has come about it. And when you understand when the mystery is solved for you, who varies, then you will be free. Have you got it, Guru?
Yeah, I do.
Who? Muktananda Guru.
मित्रांना तुला काय समजवलेलं आहे.
He said, what has been explained to you by Sri Muktananda?
Similar things to what Maharaj said, that the experiences will come and go, but that is not itself.
तुला सगळी वेळी घालणार आहे तेव्हा जेवण वेळी असं तू कसा.
He repeats, you were before the body. You are and you will be the original. So he says, merely find out, or first say that what has come about is temporary and will go. So find out how that has come about and convince yourself that that will go, and convince yourself that you have an original state, and that you are not what is the body or the mind or the experience.
Problem is finding out two purposes here. One purpose was to see Ganesha with his party off to say goodbye. The other second purpose, saying, was to see Maharaj.
October 3 तारीख 1970.
Our friend brought us to Arunachala Ashram in New York City. No, our friend took us to Arunachala Ashram in New York City.
Oh, I see.
We're from Arunachala Ashram, New York City.
I see.
We stayed there.
न्यूयॉर्क
पूर्वी आपण कसा होता तिकडे गेल्यानंतर आपल्याला काय काय बदल झाला.
So Maharaj said, in these 10 years, have you thought about what your original state was before you got there, and now has there been any substantial changes, noticeable changes?
I don't know. Maharaj knows better than I do.
Maharaj just that is why he said, Maharaj knows. But what do you know? His question is, what has been according to you any noticeable change?
तिकडे गेल्यानंतर तिच्या ओळखीमध्ये काय बदल झाला की इतकीच ओळख अजून आहे.
Only that I feel like seeing people like Maharaj now.
No, the specific very now is that before you went there in 1970, before 3rd October 1970, you had a certain idea of the identity of your own identity.
Yeah.
And now you have a certain identity about yourself. Is it the same identity or has there been any change?
I think there's been some change, yes.
फरक झाला ना.
तिकडे एक मुलगा होता त्याच्यामध्ये मला कोणतरी भेटला तो घरकाम करायचा आणि त्याच्या समोर त्याला जो आमच्याकडे मोठा बॅरिस्टर झाला 25 वर्ष झाली. आता तो मुलगा आमच्याकडे घरकाम करणाऱ्यापैकी राहिला आहे का तो जर बॅरिस्टर झाला त्याचा तिच्यामध्ये काय बदल झाला?
Now, Maharaj, he wants a specific answer from you.
Yeah.
Therefore, he gives an example.
Yeah.
He said, suppose there was a young boy, poor boy, who, because of his luck or destiny, came in contact with a rich and successful person. That man recognized his talent, say, and because of his help, a boy who started as a lowly servant in the house, because of the association with that person,
Yeah.
ultimately was able to educate himself and became a big lawyer.
Yeah.
Now there has certainly been a great change in the person because of the association with a particular person.
Yeah.
This has exactly what has been the change in you in those careers. Years, if you had studied any particular art, or this is how much you would have acquired. So being associated with Ramana Ashrama for the last 10 years, what has been the change? He's told you again.
Our life has changed. Arunachaladatta Maharaj, one Indian man in New York City,
Yeah.
because of his company,
Yeah. So what has been the change?
the renunciation and discrimination. We feel more drawn to keeping company of people like Maharaj and devotees.
Even now, it's impossible to do yoga.
And even now we can't do anything but that.
तर फरक म्हणतात असं झालं आधी देहाशी एकरूप होतो आता तेवढे देहाशी एकरूप नाहीये आणखीन परमार्थाची जास्त आवड उत्पन्न झाली आहे आणखी साधू संत आहेत आपण ज्ञानी माणसांशी जास्त सत्संग जास्त व्हावा अशी उत्कट इच्छा असते त्यापुढे याच्याशिवाय दुसरं काही करायचं इच्छा नाही
तर काय सीमा असली पाहिजे की नको हे करायला हा त्याला पण काय सीमा असली पाहिजे की नको.
He said, even for this change of attitude, change of activity, should there not be, or will there not be a limit? Should there not be a limit to this?
काय विषय हे बाद झाल्यानंतर आपल्याकरता आपण कोण आणि कसा
Oh. He said, this will continue for the length of the period the body is there.
Yes.
But then what? This is at the end of it. What have I achieved? What is my identity? He says, should that not be known?
नंतर पुढे आणखी स्वामी दर्शन नाही याची गरज नाही.
Oh.
हमेशा करता आपण आपला करता कसा आहे
Ah.
आणि कसं कुठे असतो
When,
एवढं झालं पण सेवा झाली.
when the time limit of the body is over, then there will be no more satsanga. But in the meantime, what have I learned what I am? Have I found my identity, my true self?
Yeah.
So that is the limit. The limit